And we're live. What is up, everybody? Today, me and two of my very wonderful friends, Amy and Ange, we're going to be talking about our favorite Disney resorts. I've been I've been looking forward to talking. I've been trying to find a time to talk about resorts because I feel like we don't really talk about them very often. And Amy suggested we talk about favorite resorts earlier on Ivone's stream, so I thought that would be a great idea. So that's what we're going to be talking about, our top 5 favorite resorts, because, I originally thought about top 10, but I feel like, I don't know if there's like enough to put them all in a top 10.
Yeah.
Like, I know there are a lot of resorts, but
yes,
I think this will be fun. Let me see who's in the chat. Mike Wheeler was first, as always. Tim Pruitt, hello. Lady Jamers, happy Memorial Day. Yes, I hope everyone is having a good Memorial Day. Thank you, everybody who has gone in the service and worked to keep all of us safe and our freedom. We very much appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
What? You didn't decide to do the dryer? No, I did not.
Were you supposed to clean out your dryer?
Mom's in the chat. Hi, Mom. Mom was on a stream earlier today. She was on Ivone's. We were doing Shop and Crop. And since Mom is home from work today because of the holiday, I convinced her to come on stream for Shop and Crop because she likes shopping, and we had a really fun time, and it was really awesome having her on stream.
Yeah, it's good to see her on the stream.
Yeah, it was. I was like, hey.
Hi, Rachel. Todd B, welcome in. I think your mom should be on more streams. I agree. I really love having her in videos. Like, I like, I really like, there's an ice cream truck going by.
Her and your dad could do a show together, even if it's like once a month.
Yeah, I feel like I just want to get her on videos more often because I really like having her in videos too. So I really hope I can get her in more videos with me. Did you put on the list, Kenzie? Yeah, I didn't shop at all today because we actually looked at we looked at a website that had products from Disney parks that are overseas. And I thought that was a really fun idea to talk about because we normally go on Shop Disney for Shop and Crop. So I thought it would be cool to look at some other Disney stuff. Yeah. I get very easily distracted. I'm sorry.
Something different.
So yeah, I wanna get my mom on more streams, and it was fun. No dresses. Yes. I couldn't really find dresses today. So so today we're talking about our favorite Disney resorts. I'll let Ange go first with her number 5.
Okay. So number 5 for me is Port Orleans Riverside.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. Yes. I don't know why I like it. My friend Jen does not like it. She says it's swampy. I don't know if you guys ever stayed there?
See, here's the
problem. I've had.
Since I've been going since I was like 3, there are so many trips that I don't remember. So I am actually texting my mom and asking where I've stayed before.
Yeah,
she says you have. Yes, Mom, we stayed there before and we liked it. Okay. I have an awful time remembering when I was younger. I have no clue where we've stayed before regarding those years of my life.
Yes.
Years I know better. And that's why I'm sorry to say, but I think 4 out of 5 of my top 5 are DVC resorts.
Yeah.
Because we started DVC when I was 9.
Right. Yep.
We've been doing it for nearly 10 years now. Hi, Tina.
Yeah.
Hi, Surfer Girl.
Yeah.
I think I had a Surfer Girl, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I've stayed there before. Mainly every room I had was in the Alligator Bayou. I never got to stay in the mansions.
Yes.
I didn't put it on my top 5 just because there's some other ones that
I know. There's so many.
Enjoyable. Yeah, Bob is there, so that makes it kind of a nice plus if you wanted to end your day and go, like especially over the weekend when he plays, to go enjoy that.
Yeah. So I think we like it because, you know, it's a big resort, which can be kind of a negative, but I just like the whole feel of it. I don't know. I like the feel of the resort. I like the big, you know, water wheel that's outside of the restaurant.
Yeah, the charm
that is my
of the place.
vivid memory.
The charm of the place.
Yeah, it is.
I vividly remember that
place.
Yeah, so I like that about it. I like that it's close to Disney Springs. You can hop on a boat, so there's a boat that you can take. And I like that you can walk to the French Quarter. And I also like the French Quarter, but I like Riverside better. I don't know why. The French Quarter is nice because it's smaller, but I just like the feel of Riverside.
So my mom said that we've stayed at 2 moderate, Port Orleans and Caribbean Beach, but we like Port Orleans more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really remember staying there. I just very vividly remember the very big wheel.
Yes. Yes, exactly, Russ. That's what I think too. It's nice and quiet and peaceful. I swear they must pipe in the bullfrogs at night, because when you're walking through there can't be all those sounds of the frogs and
the crickets and stuff. I'm sure they do. They do have little speakers around the garden.
But I just love it. So, but you're right. I mean, we've never stayed at the mansions, and I would love to stay there. Amy, you said that, right? That you never stayed at the mansions. I think that
I always got an alligator by you.
It's so pretty, like across the water. It's right along the river there. So anyway,
my mom said we rode the Surrey bikes around the property. I also remember doing that with Dad.
Yes, we've done that too.
Hi, Steamboat Disney. Welcome in. So, Amy, what's your number 5?
I put All-Star Movies. I like the theming of it. I mean, I know they're a little bit older movies, except the Toy Story that a lot of people would recognize. Out of the 3 All-Stars, that's kind of my favorite as far as theming, and even the layout's not as bad as like I don't like the way music's laid out. It just seems like the rooms are further back, even though they have the one section that's close to the building. But I've always enjoyed the Dalmatians and Fantasia and stuff. Even though it's like the 3rd one in line, and sometimes you do share a bus. I think it depends on the time of year. But lately, when I've stayed there, I haven't shared a bus with the other ones, except at the end of the evening. Like if you're at a after hours event, then they'll drop people off, or like Disney Springs. But I enjoy it. I know, the All-Stars get a bad rep because a lot of groups and that, but I've never seemed to really have a problem there. The theming is Dalmatians, Fantasia, Mighty Ducks, the Herbie, the Love Bug, and Toy Story. It's just kind of nice, and I like the movies part of it.
So, my mom absolutely loves All-Star movies. I think that's her favorite out of all of the All-Stars. Hi, Christine Hickman. So my mom pointed out, like, because we talk to people a lot, not a lot, but like sometimes, people who are just starting out in Disney, we try to recommend movies because they do have a lot of stuff that they have for kids. That Toy Story.
That's very emotional. I know when my nephew and niece, I can't remember how old they were, but it was always like, let's go to the Mickey pool, because they have Fantasia Mickey in the middle of the pool and stuff. So they really enjoyed that.
Surfer Girl said, I think my husband said the same thing about Animal Kingdom Lodge. He said he thought all of the bird sounds we heard were piped in. Yeah, I feel like they do that at some places, but I don't blame them, because it gives a really nice feel.
It does.
Yeah, I remember we have videos of us going to All-Star movies during our very first trip, actually. Russ says he's only stayed at All-Star Music, and then he avoids the sports resort. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the groups end up staying there. Yeah. It always seems more crowded at All-Star Sports than anything.
Yeah. So, Amy, my number 5 is actually All-Star movies. Not movies, music. I've mixed that up in my brain. So my favorite out of the All-Stars is the music. Obviously, I'm going to be a music major in the fall, and I've just always really loved that stuff. And we stayed in the jazz section, I believe, last time we went there.
Oh, we stayed there too when we went.
Yeah, I really love that. And, me just being a really big music nerd, I've always liked, it's actually really cool. Something I realized while I was there, I'll pull it up on this screen sharing here.
Yeah, I just don't like the layout because I was my first trip there. I was way back in the country, and I mean the room that I had was like way in the woods. Like I was like, whoa, and it was a very far walk to the front. Luckily, I had a car, and I didn't really have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I think some of those places are better if you do have a car because it's right next to parking.
Yeah. And they have since remodeled the room, so it does make it a game changer for me now too. If I have a choice, if I can't get my first choices.
So this is a picture from All Star Music, and something really cool if you know music and stuff like that. These are staffs.
Oh,
these are music staffs that they have for their, the railings, and I thought that was really cool that they did that. Like these right here are their staffs.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was a cute little touch that they did, and I just think that's really cute that they did that.
Yeah, I like that
too. Cut out.
Did you ever notice if it like represents a song maybe in Disney history?
I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I should look into that and see if it is any of the Disney songs, because I'm sure Disney probably would go that extra mile to do that.
Yeah.
Hello, Adventures of Gonzo and Marguerite Nagy. Welcome.
Hey guys.
Gonzo and Marguerite Nagy.
Russ said all the All-Stars are fine if you just want a bed. Yes, I agree.
Oh yes, I agree with that too.
I just love the theming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Todd B asked about the rates. It's a value resort, right?
Yes.
So they're a little more reasonable.
Yeah.
Than the other resorts. So
we stayed there last November when we were doing a very short.
Thing. I've done All-Star Sports as a quick trip down during the Galaxy's Edge time. So.
Yep.
All right. So.
Anyway,
and what is your number 4?
Jeffrey Resendez. I think he said Pop Century. That is my number 4. So he said he likes Pop Century, and that's my 4. And I know you guys are probably shocked at that, but I love the Skyliner. So I love that the Skyliner's there. And I don't know, I hadn't stayed there before. And I really liked it. The refurbished rooms are nice. And for a value resort, I liked it. So
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Pop Century is my dad's least favorite out of every single
Really? Now, have you stayed there lately, though, with the Skyliner and with the refurbished rooms? It makes a big difference.
That's actually my number 4 also. I remember not liking it when it first came out because I stayed there one trip when it first opened. And then I had an offer and I went to go stay at Bay Lake Tower because that was opening weekend. So I was like, oh, I'll switch over to there. But it just seemed real huge in that. But since I stayed there this past December and then during the opening of Galaxy's Edge, with the Skyliner being there, it made it a game changer for me.
Yeah, we stayed there. He didn't like how large it was, and especially his biggest thing, like Mom said in the chat, was how crowded the food service area.
That's the one drawback. That's even with the All-Stars is like that, but Pop Century, I felt it was crowded there.
Yeah, we don't normally go to the food service areas unless it's like breakfast or something like that.
Yeah.
Hi, Alyssa Stenberg. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, if you've been here for a while.
Yeah. I mean, as a value resort, that's my favorite. I guess, is it still considered a value? I think it is.
It's a little bit
as a value.
Yeah. It's a little more pricier than the All-Stars.
Because of the Skyliner now?
Probably because of the Skyliner, but I think it always was because it was newer. And they were the first to get the refurbished rooms.
Yes.
But if you're on a room by the Skyliner and stuff, that just changes it, especially if you're not afraid of being in the air and stuff like that. Because I hardly used the buses when I was there in December.
Same with us. Same with us. And like I said, and like you guys said, the eating area was really crowded, so it was a little bit, you know. But like I don't even think we ate there that much. And then we would take our breakfast, and I don't know, we brought bagels ourselves. We brought them with us in a suitcase, and we used the toaster they had. Yeah. They have toasters there and everything, so we used the toaster and cooked the bagels and just kind of hung out. So
we've done that. We've brought like we'll normally get what is it, Publix or something like that. It's we'll get a grocery order at the very beginning of our trip that has soda and bagels, adult beverages for Dad, and all that stuff.
Yes.
And we'll normally keep that in the fridge and the pantry area, cupboards, whatever they have, and on the counter.
Yeah.
So we normally bring that. We'll order that stuff, and it'll arrive at the hotel when we get there.
Yeah.
Which is a little frustrating when you're on a plane and the plane gets delayed, and they're like, "You need to be here for your order," and then you're not there for your order, and it gets canceled. That has happened to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they do have nice pool areas. It is spread out, but they also have activities there during the day at the main pool. And then a little campfire in one of the areas off of the main pool area. They'll set up a little bonfire type of place.
Yeah. I mean, I think the fact that they have the Skyliner there is, like you said, a very big game changer. That's like something huge.
Yeah, I felt it was.
I mean, maybe I'll convince Dad to
give it another try.
And he did mention about the 4 floors. Yeah. I kind of agree with him with that. They do have 4 floors. I know I was at Art and Animation in the Little Mermaid rooms, and that was 4 floors. And of course, they put me on the top floor. And to walk down I mean, it's no problem walking down all the steps, but it was kind of like a big change there.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably try and convince Dad to do Pop Century if we were doing like a last minute trip like we did in January.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aren't you and Emmy staying there for your trip? I can't remember if we're staying at Pop Century or one of the All Stars. I'll have to look.
And I like the bus service too. I thought the bus service was great. I can't remember waiting for a bus. Like as soon as we would go there, it was like a bus would show up. It just I swear the bus service was better there than it was at some of the deluxe resorts. So
sometimes it's better to walk somewhere than actually go on a bus.
If you have to take a bus. Yeah, you're right.
Their bus stops are the furthest, except at Animal Kingdom. At Animal Kingdom, they're like the first area to the right whenever you go to the buses. But all the other ones, they are the furthest. But a lot of times, by the time you're walking anyway, it's like, oh, well.
Right. And you only have to use the bus at Pop Century for Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And anything's better than driving to the Magic Kingdom. But sorry, I've been going on way too long about my number 4.
I did number 4 too as Pop. So
was it number 4? Okay.
I just looked at my plans for August, and I'm not seeing any hotel.
Uh-oh.
I'm just seeing reservations.
Are you staying with us then, Kenzie? Is that what you're saying?
Me and my friends stay with you, yeah.
I'll be staying at the Shea, Angela, and Jeff.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up there.
That's funny.
But Ross said the buses are usually pretty good there because there are so many people who stay there. Yeah, I mean, when Dad and I were at Oh, okay. So my friend's travel agent booked our resort. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I almost freaked out for a second. All I have are our reservations, since we can't do. I don't think we can do our fast passes.
If you get the confirmation number whenever it's time for you to do the fast passes, you put that in there, and it'll allow you to do that.
Ice cream truck is going by again. Seems a little weird because of everything going on. I don't know why there would be an ice cream truck going by. All right, Adventures of Gonzo. Shepsy's Pigeons. Hello. We haven't seen Shepsy's Pigeons in a while.
Okay.
So my number 4, I did say that I have most of the 4 out of 5 of mine are DVC resorts, and I'm sorry about that. Like I said, those are the places we've stayed most recently, so those are the ones that are most prominent in my head. So my number 4, I believe this is DVC. Maybe my brain is like tricking me, but Wilderness Lodge. Not Wilderness Lodge. Is that what that's called?
Yes.
Copper Creek and Wilderness Lodge.
I tell you, I am so bad at names of resorts.
Well, that's kind of all combined. There's Wilderness Lodge,
because they have
Copper Creek Villas
now and the Wilderness Lodge combined.
Yeah,
and then Boulder Ridge is next door.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Carlos. Welcome. So I liked Wilderness Lodge. We stayed there last summer. I just think it has a really nice feel to it. It's and they have the geysers, and we stayed Boulder Ridge. So we there was like the geyser, and I like their we haven't done pools in the past, like, I don't know, 5-6 years. We don't really do the pools because I'm in Disney to go to I'm in Disney to go to the parks. I'm not there to go to a pool. That's just my thing. I don't go there very much. Carlos, Beach Club is number 1.
Carlos, up. He's giving away mine.
And I know I'm gonna disappoint everyone when I say that Beach Club. I don't like Beach Club.
Oh, I know you don't.
I feel so bad every time it's brought up.
You like what you like, sweetie.
I
like
Beach Club for the crab legs. I don't like
I
it.
like the Wilderness Lodge area, but I didn't put it on my list because, like I said, it was hard to choose.
Yeah, definitely.
It is.
Hi, Alice, Mom. Yes, I said for me. Yeah, of course. Like I say every single time we talk about these, yes, my reason is very silly. I did not like the rooms. It was very confusing for me. I was also like 12. So, like I say every single time we talk about any of these top 10s or top 5s regarding Disney, everybody has their own opinions about this stuff, and I will always respect other people's opinions regarding Disney because my favorites aren't always going to be your favorites. I mean, Ange and I have very different favorite rides.
Yes, absolutely.
And it just depends on your personal experiences. It depends on your I was 9. Okay, that's even worse. Hi, I'm assuming that's Mama Mouse in the house. If I missed you earlier, welcome in. Yeah, we always like to, everybody has their own opinions about stuff, and yes, like Ross says, your opinion matters.
Even though you're wrong. Yeah, everybody has their own.
That's funny.
Everybody has a different opinion on like their favorite park. My favorite park is Epcot. Some people don't like Epcot as much as I do.
I love Epcot.
So yeah, everybody has their own opinions. Everybody likes what they like and doesn't like what they don't like. And as long as we respect each other for those things, that's fine.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay, the castle will be done today. Nice. That's awesome. I mean, Carlos has been going pretty hard on that castle. He's been like streaming like every day. So yeah, I really liked the feel of this place. They have Artist Point with Snow White, that restaurant. It was just a really nice place, and I really enjoyed it, and I would stay here again. So I'll take that out. Yeah, I called our local Lego store, and they don't open until Wednesday, so I can't get Legos until Wednesday.
Oh, boy.
And they're doing curbside pickup, so you have to order it through the phone, and then they'll bring it outside.
I think the Lego store is opening here on Wednesday, too.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ours is inside a mall, so they're not letting inside locations open.
Same for us. So, Ange, what's your number 3?
Okay, number 3, it's going to be a shocker for anyone who knows me. Caribbean Beach. And I never liked Caribbean Beach. So we stayed there for our first trip with the kids, and I loved it because I didn't know any better. Then we went back a second time, and I did not like it because it just seemed, I don't know, it was so crowded and it just seemed very old. And then I stayed this last time with the Skyliner, and I really liked it. I really liked it. I like the convenience of the Skyliner. I like how they redid the entire lobby. They redid where you get the food. It just seems so much more upscale now. And I think they did a really nice job with it. So I'm going to say Caribbean Beach.
Nice.
For 3.
We've never stayed at Caribbean Beach, I don't think. Mom can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't have any memory of staying there.
Yeah.
We're staying open.
So you shocked? But
Well,
I hated Caribbean Beach. I hated it.
About our list beforehand because that was my number 3, but I've always stayed there.
Really?
It was one of the original moderate resorts,
Yes.
and that's where my sister and her family always enjoyed going. And I know that the Skyliner and the remodel actually kind of upped it a little bit for me now. I haven't stayed there since it got remodeled and the Skyliner there, but we've always enjoyed it.
Okay. You'll love it. You'll love it then.
I did visit it while I was there in December, and it is very nice. We enjoyed the atmosphere and they like the pirate pool that they have there. And,
yes.
But we've also, before it was remodeled, we were always by the main area, lobby area, and everything. So and they used to rent boats in the lake there, and we would rent bikes around the lake and stuff. So we kind of enjoyed it. Plus, I always thought it was in a good location as far as the buses go.
Because you get to Epcot like that.
Yeah, it was right off the main road. In fact, Epcot's like right across. You could watch the illuminations from the pool area because it was right behind the American Pavilion.
Yes.
And everything. So it didn't seem like it took long to get there.
Correct.
So my mom has corrected me. We have stayed at Caribbean back in 2009. I was 7. I don't remember that. I remember very little from those years of my life.
That's funny.
Once I was 12, I started remembering things better. I don't know why. But yeah, Bill, Stefan, welcome in. Yes, your dad's
there. He is.
And I do understand it is a large resort, and
it is
now is cut in half because the Riviera took up all the older buildings and stuff. But it's still kind of a big place, so that's where I think it gets a lot of negative feedback because it is large
for sure. But again, there's that
like that.
There's the Skyliner, and then wherever you're staying, you can either take. There's 2 stations there.
Yeah.
There's the one over. So some of the buildings are closer. So as long as you're not, as long as you're not nervous about taking the Skyliner, Hollywood Studios and Epcot are right there. So.
And they do have an internal bus to get you around too.
Yep. So
hi, Danny.
That's my 3.
Welcome in, Danny from Griswold Family Vacay. Russ said 2009 was the first time I paid for a trip as an adult. Man, I feel old. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Stacy and we were in a chat. I think it was Dean. Dean was streaming and we were talking about how old people were, and I was like, I'm only 18. And she was like, you're the baby. And then Avery, Cuban American, is also 18.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. He said that.
Never would have guessed that.
He's going to be 19 next month.
Yeah.
Wow. He seems very mature.
Yes, he is. Yeah. And
he's very knowledgeable about everything.
Yeah, yes, definitely. And
I can't wait for Kenzie to pay for her own trip.
I know, she's looking forward to that day. And then my brain. And then Nick is only 16? So there are some of us young
just
people in
turned
the
16.
community. There just aren't a lot of us.
That's awesome. The next generation of YouTubers.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what you guys all do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever you get going there.
Exactly.
Through it. I think he has like a Google Doc that just has like every single song in existence in it. Like, Avery knows the lyrics. He's great.
Yeah.
Like anytime we're watching like parades or fireworks, I always know Avery's going to be in the chat with those lyrics.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, yeah, a lot of mature young adults.
And Isaac Nail is another one that knows a lot of the songs. Does the same thing as Avery.
So, my number 3, because you guys said both of yours was Caribbean
Beach.
Yep.
So my number 3 is Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I've stayed at Animal Kingdom twice. Once, the first time I think we stayed there was actually a split stay. We stayed at the beginning at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and then we switched over to Beach Club. Another reason I don't like Beach Club is because I had to leave Animal Kingdom Lodge for it. But
there he is.
Hi, Avery.
Hi, Avery.
We were just talking.
His ears were burning.
Yeah, I really love Animal Kingdom Lodge. I love the fact that they have those animals out there. I love the room decor, the aesthetic, everything about it is you walk in and it's very immersive. It's it's just a nice vibe to it. And a lot of these places, a lot of it for me at least has to do with the vibe. Like I just think it's a very nice place, and I think the only downside is that walk all the way around when you're trying to get to your room. And you just have to, and even if you're like all the way on the end, you just have to keep walking and walking and walking. Savannah View, that we did that, and those bathrooms in the 1-bedroom, absolutely amazing. If you've ever stayed at a 1-bedroom there, it was gorgeous, and I would totally stay there again. I want to at some point. I think it's a good amount of points, though. I can't remember how bad it was points wise, but yes, that's true, Avery, with transportation at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
I think the other drawback and I know the Mara's there, but I know it's not in the Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House, but when you're at Kidani Village, if you wanted some quick service, that's kind of a drawback. And I know you're not talking about the Kidani Village part, though.
Yeah,
I really love those areas, and the studios aren't too bad, like Mom said. I just really preferred that 1-bedroom was really good. So yeah, that was my number 3.
That's the only. Sorry. That's the only DVC resort where you could use your points and possibly get concierge level.
Yes.
So Mom says we've only stayed at Kidani.
Okay.
I really don't know what I'm talking about regarding a lot of these resorts. I kind of just I go off of what I remember. I don't know technical things.
Yeah.
I'm not really good at that. I have to do more research. Especially when it gets to the point where I want to start staying places. I want to do solo trips and all that.
Yeah.
Which would be really crazy. But I also know if something doesn't work out, if I want to do like a short weekend, I could probably call up Angie and be like, hey,
yes ma'am,
for like a day or 2, can I sleep in your loft?
Absolutely.
So
I used to do a split stay sometimes.
That's what we did for the Animal Kingdom Lodge one. That's why we were able to do such a good room, I think, was because we had that split stay. Put her in the garage, and
no, we have a loft and we have a spare bedroom. But I do have to say, we stayed there for one night one time, like after a cruise. And we were able to get, we had a 2-bedroom villa, and they couldn't find the key or something. And I said, if you have a 3-bedroom, we'll take that. we're always willing to do that, whatever. So they gave us our key, and they gave us a 3-bedroom grand villa. Can you believe that? Yeah.
Wow.
We opened the door and it went like all the way up. It was like the tall staircase or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. But you're right, Kenzie. It was all the way at the end. It was at Kidani, and we had to walk all the way to the end. I'm like, where is our room? We were with another family too, so.
Don't they have a parking? Oh, you probably didn't have a car.
No, we didn't have a car.
Because I didn't know underneath was a parking garage, whether you could park sort of by your room. I've never been to the Kidani Village. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. So, but anyway.
Yeah. We parking was a thing for us for a while because we did drive for the first, I don't know, like 10 years of us going. We would always drive down. Right. Dad's trying to get me to send him a link, and I'm saying no. We're talking about resort. Dad can come in here if he wants to do that.
Chit chat.
So, Ange, what's your number 2?
Number 2 is Old Key West. So I like Old Key West. Well, it has a lot of memories for us just because we travel there a lot with our Disney family that we go with, the other family. I like that it has a boat that you could take right to Disney Springs. I like the whole feel of the resort. I love the Jimmy Buffett music at the pool. I mean, just the whole feeling of like old Florida. We love Old Key West, and it is big. It's tough to get around sometime on those buses. It is kind of a pain. A lot of times we have a car when we're there, and I think we usually stay there on a longer trip, and then we share we split the room with our friends. So I get 4 nights, and Jen gets 4 nights, and we'll do like 8 nights, and then a lot of times, like I said, we're driving down. So yeah, I like the vibe at Old Key West, like Billy says.
We've stayed. Mom just said we've stayed up by Hospitality House. Yeah, like Mom said, it's good insight because I don't know where things are particularly.
Yeah,
but we have stayed there before, and I did like it.
Yeah, and it's usually pretty easy to get a room. I feel like because it's so big. If you're DVC, it's easy to get a room, and I think the points aren't really that high, and the rooms are so much bigger than the rest of the DVC resorts. Because it was the original resort, the rooms are so much bigger. Even a studio is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And the 2-bedroom is just huge. And there's 9 of us a lot of times that go together. So the 2-bedroom is a nice size for us. So.
Yeah, Mom just said 2 full beds in a studio.
Yes, you don't have that pull-out couch, and Olivia's. Yes. Thanks, Avery. Everybody's tossing.
Yeah, that's
we love Olivia's.
Kind of like a secret, or whatever they call an underrated type place.
Best kept secret.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. There you go. Best kept secret.
Yep. So that's my number 2.
What about you, Amy?
I put the Beach Club as my number 2. That was tough for between that and my number 1, but nothing. I love the pool area. It's fun to kind of go there and relax and everything. Nothing beats walking to Epcot into the International Gateway, and especially at the end of the evening, don't have to walk all the way to the front after illuminations and follow the masses. You can go out the back door. It still isn't that crowded going through the International Gateway, even though the Skyliners there, they kind of police that pretty well of getting the Skyliner people into line, and you just keep moving on. Peaches and Creams there. They have since remodeled like the gift shop area to have like a fast food type of place. That was the only drawback originally whenever we first stayed there. There wasn't a fast food place, but you had to always either do one of the sit downs or go elsewhere. And that was even I've stayed there since, but like when I first stayed there, you only had the choices of the Cape May Cafe or go over to the Yacht Club. There wasn't a fast food except outside by the pool area if you wanted to grab something for dinner or breakfast or whatever, and the boardwalk wasn't up and running yet.
Yeah.
My mom, Kenzie, if we stayed at Beach Club, you could go to Cape May every night. See, I don't think my stomach would let me.
We used to go there for breakfast every morning when we were there because it was easy to get in and everything. And then we did try. It was the Captain's Galley when we ate at the yacht club. Now it's the Ale and Compass. But the pool area is great. I don't want to steal anybody else's thunder on their number ones or whatever.
Oh, please.
So my number 2 happens to be the Bay Lake.
Ooh.
So we stayed at Bay Lake.
That's a nice one.
Oh, someone has input. In the backyard.
Hello.
He's on the grill.
Hello.
T-Money's here.
Yeah, the grill. Yeah.
So,
Kenz, if you don't mind, I think when someone mentioned about the parking garage, I know that you didn't drive, but there is the parking garage underneath Animal
Kingdom.
The Kidani Village.
Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
So you can kind of right in Kidani Village. So you can park closer to your room and make it easier for you.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, they don't have that quick service there. So, all right, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I wanted to add. I'll be quiet.
You're fine.
Internet's not good out on the grill, is it? So,
Am I that blocky?
like I said, my number. Yeah, you're just a little bit. My number 2 is the Bay Lake. We stayed there when I had a surprise birthday party on my 10th birthday. I'm gonna mute him because of the wind. So when I turned 10 years old, my parents woke me up on one Saturday morning. My birthday was on Monday. My parents woke me up and said, "Hey, we're gonna go to Disney for your birthday." And I had no idea. We got in the car. It was like 3 a.m. and we drove all the way to Disney. It was. I feel like I smell the grill through the screen. Like, did I just freeze up?
Yes.
Yes.
You did freeze. Okay. You're moving now.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. There we go. Yeah. I feel like I can smell the grill through my screen.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's on the grill?
Chicken legs.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
So,
Not yet. I have to get the charcoal going.
okay.
Mm.
So, they woke me up, drove us down to Disney, and we stayed at Bay Lake for like 3 days. And that was my 10th birthday, Operation Double Digits birthday trip. And that was, I think, the first time we'd ever gone not in August. Dad is that right? Was that the first time we didn't go in August?
Wow.
Yeah, so that was really new for us. We'd always, every single year went in August. So that was the first time going and March, a huge difference. So I was wearing a sweatshirt. I froze again, didn't I?
Yeah.
You did. But we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, your mom said you had a Magic Kingdom parking lot view.
Oh, wow.
That's what type of view I had when I stayed at Bay Lake.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
nice.
Okay, you're
Am
back.
I moving again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it on my phone and I'm completely frozen on there. Yeah. Might be because Dad is on the thing, but
yeah.
I'll hop off. Drop me out.
Okay. Thank you for putting your
Bye,
insight.
everybody. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
So, seems like you started freezing when Dad joined. Coincidence? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we stayed there again one year and we liked it. And they have I think they have the DVC lounge on top. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Top of the world.
Yeah.
I mix everything up, but we've been up there. We watched the Halloween fireworks from up there one time.
Mm-hmm.
So we really like Bay Lake. It's fun. Hopefully we will be there in July. Yes, that is our July trip, is supposed to be staying at Bay Lake.
Yay.
I'm hoping we're still going to be there.
Kenzie, that's awesome. We'll talk after chat. I just thought of something when you said that.
All right, that's good. So that was my number 2. We have 15 minutes left, so we can kind of talk about our number 1s. Because I know all 3 of us have different number 1s.
Mm-hmm.
So Ange, I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder too.
I wonder what your number 1 is.
My number 1 is Beach Club Villas. Woo! So that's my favorite place. We've only stayed at the Beach Club Villas. We've never stayed at the actual beach club, like the hotel part of it. We've only stayed on the DVC side. I love it just because I love the feel of that resort too. Can you tell I like beachy stuff? So I like Old Key West. I like that. We love the pool. There's a lot of memories there. I did my 50th birthday celebration there. We stayed there. I love being able to walk to Epcot. And I mean, technically you could walk to Hollywood Studios too. It's a little bit of a hike, but just when you get up in the morning and just that walk over to Epcot it's just the best. So, yep, everything about it, the feel of it, the closeness to Epcot, the pool. So, and then the memories there too. We've spent, we've gone on multiple trips and stayed there. We actually even own points there. So, Saratoga Springs is another place we have our points. That's not even one of my top 5, but Saratoga Springs and Beach Club. So that's my favorite.
Saratoga Springs is very low on my list. I mean, I live in New York.
Saratoga Springs, yeah.
I think that would be low on my list. I mean, I've never stayed there, but to me, it seems a lot spread out and not
It is
within the action.
My problem with Saratoga Springs, one, I live in New York. Saratoga Springs isn't super far from me, but it feels like you're staying in an apartment rather than being in a hotel.
Yeah.
Kind of like in little apartment buildings.
Yeah.
It just was not my favorite. It was not a vibe for me.
Yeah, I'll tell you the 2 things about Saratoga. I like that it's close to Disney Springs and you can walk there. And we got those points super cheap. So if anyone is familiar with points and how much they cost, when we bought Saratoga, we bought them resale. We got them for $60 a point. So that's like super cheap. So that's really the only reason we have Saratoga. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very large and very confusing.
It is. I agree.
That's one of our things, was that it was just like not lost.
Yes.
We had to get a map, and that place is huge. Like, I don't understand how to fit all of that in there because it's insane.
I agree. And we stay there sometimes just because it's the only place that has a room.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if I had to. Yeah, Dad says it feels like a moderate resort while being a deluxe.
I agree.
But that's cool. I mean, Beach Club, I like their vibe there. I like their pool. It was just the rooms that didn't really do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
It is maze-like in there, though. I can understand where you're saying. And on the Beach Club side, they have the half balconies, and then if you want a full balcony, then you need to put that in as a request for your room and everything. So
yeah, we stayed on ground floor.
Okay.
And our view was a bird poop filled pool. So wasn't the best view. Didn't really go and sit on the balcony very often.
Oh, okay. So you guys didn't stay at the villas. You stayed at the regular beach club. Okay.
Yeah, we need to stay at a beach club studio. I mean, I'd be willing to try it again if it was.
Kenzie, let's see how we get along as a family, as 2 families, which I'm sure we'll get along fine. We can put our points together and get 2-bedroom villas. I'm telling you, it's the way to go because.
Or you could get a try for the grand villa.
Oh, there you go. Well, you can always ask for an upgrade, but you cook your meal. Jeff makes a great breakfast in the morning. You make your food in the room. You save money that way. I'm telling you. Well, we'll talk off stream.
Yeah, Bill, I don't know I'm bad at reading maps. Mom says we've never paid for rooms at the deluxe DVC only.
Yeah.
So Amy, what's your number one?
I put the Polynesian Resort.
Oh.
That's always been a favorite. My first time staying there was back in 1994, because we were starting a trip and we were going to be staying at the beach club, but I went down a day early. They had a special for the Polynesian. Back then it was only $99 a night. So I was like, oh, I'll go ahead and stay there for the night. And when I did get there, I actually got upgraded to the concierge level. I mean, it was only one night and I really wasn't planning on sticking around the resort,
Wow.
but it was kind of nice. Um, I like the vibe of it. I love the island feel. There's a lot of transportation options. Of course, the monorail. You can walk to the TTC if you want to hurry up and hop onto the Epcot line. I love riding the little ferry boat over to the Magic Kingdom. I know it stops at the Grand Floridian and that, but it's a short ride. We've been on it where when at night where the electric water pageant is going and the boat has to wait for it to go by. So you get it up close in front show of the boat of the parade. I know they added the DVC bungalows there, which kind of took away some of the beach view of the fireworks for people, but you can find different spots to watch the fireworks from the Polynesian. I like it. I know it's a little dark sometimes in the evening because I've seen people trying to figure out how to get back to their rooms when you're walking the paths.
Yeah.
And
so
everything.
But my number one is also Polynesian.
Oh, look at you.
No, I said earlier, we all have different number ones. I was wrong.
No.
I really love the Polynesian. We stayed there once, and I thought I could bring it up now so Amy and I could talk about the fact that it's our number one. We stayed there once. We were able to get those points. It was actually really funny because we had stayed at Old Key West the year before, and like I said, I like Old Key West, but it's really not my favorite. And then my parents were like, oh, we're going to stay there next year. And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you have us stay at the same resort 2 years in a row? Why would you do that? And then earlier that in the year, they're like, oh, we were able to get a little bit of an upgrade. And they were like, we're going to stay at the Polynesian. And I really didn't want to leave. When I have pictures from when we were leaving the resort, and I was so sad. I was so sad to leave because it's such a nice resort. It's so pretty. The music, Ohana's being there, everything about it is just absolutely amazing. Like I can just like Russ just said, I can just sit there and do nothing.
Hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really loved it when they did have that fountain area, but it's the lobby's still, I mean, it's, I love that fountain that they used to have in there, and that vibe, but I still get that same vibe.
Yeah.
Even with the remodel and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we stayed all the way where like the DVC rooms are. So we were all the way, like we could walk to the TTC from our room. So we had the option of going over there. We could walk over to the monorail, which I loved having the monorail at the resort.
Yeah.
So when we stay there, I was a freshman in high school. That entire summer, I had been exercising and running 4 miles a day for cross country.
Wow.
And I had a season in the fall, so I had to continue running 4 miles a day, 4 or 3 miles a day, while being in Disney. So my original thought was, I'll just run around the resort. August summers in the morning are just as hot as they are in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I would, here's the problem. Polynesian doesn't have a gym.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know what does?
Yeah.
The Grand
Floridian.
So guess who had to hop on a monorail every single morning?
Oh, geez. Really?
I would go on the monorail. Mom just sent me a picture. So exercising, what is that? I don't know how I did it. I really don't. So I would run.
Now you'll be able to walk from the Polynesian once they get the new walkway.
Yeah.
For all the runners out there, they can run.
So
to
wait,
the
what are
Magic
they
Kingdom.
doing, Amy? What are they doing? What did I
Well,
miss?
once they get the new walkway from Grand Floridian to the Magic Kingdom finished, you'll be able to run from the Polynesian actually all the way to Bay Lake Resort. Yeah, because they put that little bridge where the electrical pageant comes out of. They're going to have that open soon. You can walk from the Magic Kingdom over to the Grand Floridian if you wanted.
Okay. Okay.
I think it'll be a little bit longer walk than you walking from Bay Lake to the Magic Kingdom, but and you can walk already from the Polynesian to the Grand Floridian if you wanted to.
Okay.
So my mom saying that she airdropped me pictures, but I'm not seeing anything on my phone. But she can just text them to me.
I need to explore more over there. I've only stayed there for one night, one time, and that's it. I've never stayed. Yeah. We need to do that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I had to hop on the monorail. That was the only way for me to get to somewhere to exercise. I had to get on the monorail and I had to get over to the Grand Floridian, and then I had to walk from one side because their gym is on the opposite side of the resort.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I had to get on the monorail, walk all the way across the Grand Floridian. And then I'd get to the gym, run 3 miles, and then walk all the way back, get on the monorail, and go all the way back.
Oh, boy.
It was a feat.
Yeah, I think back then they didn't have the walkway till they put in the wedding pavilion.
Okay. So you probably had to do that super early too, right? So you could get a good start with your day and everything.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no. That's fine.
All right. Sorry. Repeat what you asked.
So I said you probably had to do that super early as well.
Yes, very early in the morning. And that was a period of time where I had started listening to Pink Floyd. So I was listening to Pink Floyd like my entire monorail ride over.
Oh,
and
really?
I would watch whatever talk show that they had on the whatever they had
monitor.
On. Yeah. You loved, yes, I did like it. I mean, it was one of the things I liked about it was that, it was time that I had to myself in the morning, because it was a period of time where like I wasn't going on solo days on my own.
Right.
I was constantly with my parents. So this was alone time I had. And, there would be people on the monorails. If anybody knows me, I like talking. I like talking to new people. I was 14 at the time. So this is when I was just trying to.
You were coming out of your shell.
I was. And when you're 14, you're actually able to walk around Disney on your own.
Yeah.
That is the age that they allow teenagers to start doing that. So yes, I love talking. So
was there ever a shell, Kenzie? Did you ever?
What?
Did you ever not like to interact with people?
I've always
shy when you were younger. Okay, so you've always been a people person. Okay.
I've always loved talking to people, new people. I will talk to people in the line for a ride. I will talk to people in restaurants if they're sitting near me and we have something in common. If I'm on a monorail or a bus with someone and something comes up, like I was on a bus ride once, and I overheard these people having a conversation talking about rides, and they were trying to figure out if Everest went upside down or not. And so I piped in and I said, Everest doesn't go upside down, but it does go bawards, and it is really intense. And then I just started talking to them. So striking up conversations, it's really nice. It's people around here she might see again, and she doesn't like talking to. Yeah, people I know, people I actually know in real life. I'm not talking to. New people, they're fun. So this is a picture from Polynesian. I didn't want to leave.
That sounds like the little kids when I was on the Magical Express to go back to the airport, and they were getting picked up. They go back from the Polynesian crying because they didn't want to leave.
There she is.
Look how tan I was.
I was going to say, you look all tan and relaxed.
Yeah, I was very
staying at the Poly.
Hi, Rock and Robin. Yeah, I've never been in a shell. I've always liked talking to people. I will. So you're an eavesdropper. Totally. I will put like if sometimes depending on the situation, I will put earbuds in and I will just listen to music. But if I'm like,
I've chimed in with people too, because if they're talking about something and it's like, and they're not sure, I'll just be like, that's,
especially when you're
I'll give them directions.
Especially when there's someone who's very new and you know literally so much about it, you try to just give people info and try to help people out so they're not confused and like you can overhear people who are about to make very dumb decisions like this is what I'm gonna do like I'm gonna go eat at this time or I'm gonna go on this ride at this time and I'm like, no, that's not a good idea.
No, you're not.
And if they don't want to listen to me, then I don't care. I'm not gonna see them again. Disney's a very big place.
That's right.
But so yeah, Amy and I had the same number one. That was cool.
Yeah, like I said, for me, this was hard because there's still a few on there that, I love the different areas. Any of the resorts at the Epcot area is great because of the walking to Epcot and stuff.
Yeah.
I love the Wilderness Lodge. It didn't really make my list because when I was doing it, I wasn't thinking about it at that point. But it's a nice, cozy place.
It is.
Yeah. My number 6 is actually Boardwalk. I really, I'm going to go climb the Mayan Temple and the Mexico Pavilion, BRB.
And I really like Colorado Springs Resort. I know it's bad because they were like, oh, it's a convention thing, but it's right off the highway. The buses doesn't take long to get to the parks. Now that they've added the Destino Towers, it actually upped its game a little bit. They want to stay in the towers. I got lucky to do that back in August, and it's really nice. And I know it is spread out. They did add a few different restaurants and stuff, but all the moderate resorts are spread out. And now that they put that tower in, it's really nice. The views are incredible.
Yeah.
So we just hit an hour.
Wow, that went quick. That was so much fun. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it brought me back, and I'm going to be honest with you. Even though we live down here and we could stay in our house, we're still going to stay at the resorts. We have points to use and staycations, even if it's one night. I just love being on property. I love everything about it. So.
You can go leave the kids and Jeff at home and go stay at a resort and invite your friends.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I would, even if I lived down there, I would still do that, even if it was for just one night.
Yeah, why not?
Those resorts are just so great. And Disney's just so amazing with their theming.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They I don't think there's any time I can't really think of a time where they've, there's not many times where I look at something and I'm like, oh, it could be a little bit better. Like there obviously there's always room to improve, but I've always been very impressed by Disney's theming, their attention to detail and everything.
I agree.
And Dad's right. It's about extra magic hours and fast passes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
too, Tracy.
Yeah, even I bet you it'll be easier for us to get into the harder resorts because if we're just looking for one night, I've never stayed at the Grand Floridian. Have you guys ever stayed there? No. So
we can all stay together
to get it for one night. Come on, let's do it. Let's just splurge and do it for one night. So we'll be able to do that kind of stuff. So anyway.
So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Jeff, oh, come on, keep going. Yeah. It was really fun talking about resorts. I feel like we don't really talk about them very often. We kind of focus on the parks themselves. Yep. Maybe next time we can talk about resort restaurants. Yes. Focus on those. Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So thank you guys for being here. We had a really good time talking about our favorite resorts. And what do you have coming up?
So this week, Wednesday, we're going to head over to Disney Springs for the opening. We're probably not going to do a live stream, but we'll probably do a real-time upload on Wednesday and show everybody what it looks like with the Disney store, the bigger stores opening. And then we have Dreamin' with the Mouse on Thursday. And Friday we have pizza night. And is that on your channel, Kenzie?
I think it's on yours.
Is it? Okay.
It's either on yours.
Oh yeah, you did food last week.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so pizza night on Friday. And you never know what we're going to have up our sleeves as far as pizza goes. And then our normal Saturday morning stream. So that's it for us. How about you, Amy? Congratulations are in order for Miss Amy. So
yeah, I did reach my 4,000 hours, so I'm just waiting for a review. I'm sure with the holiday and everything, because I went to check to see if it did go through yet or not. But
yeah, it'll take some time.
Still processing. But
Yep.
I'll probably go live tomorrow. I'm gonna double check that. I know originally I used to do 6:30. That really doesn't work for me as much, so I may go live at 5:30 when I get home from work and give myself some time to go for possible trivia, or I may do late night trivia depending on what's going on. But other than that, I don't really have anything else planned at this point. Just kind of waiting, and there could be a surprise live stream somewhere. So we'll see.
I'm so very happy for you, Amy. That's amazing.
Yes, thank you.
For me, I posted a video today. It is Shrek the Stream highlight reel. I'm really happy with how it came out. It is super funny, and yeah, make sure you go watch that, because all of our great friends who were in Shrek the Stream make an appearance in it. I tried to find moments from everyone there. My favorite moments are funny blooper moments. It's great. So make sure you go check that out. Make sure to comment and let me know what you think about it. I really love, I mean, I don't care about likes or anything like that, but I absolutely love comments from people.
Yeah, go check that out.
So, did I freeze?
You're good now.
You're good.
Just for a second.
Did I freeze?
For a second you did. Yeah.
Okay. I really love receiving comments from people. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll end it before we keep freezing up. Yeah, make sure you go comment. Let me know what you think of the video. Yep, thank you guys for being here. I will see you in the next stream. Bye.
Bye, everyone.